It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Throwing right away is Daniels. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Yep.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Daniels. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They go play action. Daniels. He finds his man complete. It's Owens. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now they'll run on the draw. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Tracy. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
To throw is Daniels. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal?
Here we go, sack.
Daniels looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. And his kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st down, Sheldon, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Daniels. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Green to bring it back. Green to bring it back. And running with power here. And able to get this out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This is White on the screen. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And here's Matt Araiza now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt, with 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Sheldon, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Sheldon. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run on first. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Daniels. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. $10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. Sheldon, he'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 35. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Sheldon, and he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back, not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Owens. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To the air with McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He's got White here. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this 1st half of action. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion, the tight end. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Let's go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing again, McCarthy. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Zamir White, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On the ready. 70 Lions. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Sheldon brought down at the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man Johnson. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he's got his man on the out route. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
1918, go!
They'll look to throw again.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Zamir White,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Daniels looking to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Sheldon. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Throwing now is Daniels. And Walker has it. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Daniels. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Check smash. Check smash.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sheldon. And he powers his way up past the 30. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air goes Daniels. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Play action, now it's Daniels. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on 1st down.
Sheldon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 39. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will stay a 12-point game. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right. Not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
To the air with McCarthy. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Daniels. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
They run the counter. Sheldon, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
The Giants on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Throwing is McCarthy. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 10 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they can get the ball to the end zone.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Let's go.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Green. They're just shutting him off there. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he's got it. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Mason. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on, set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw.
He's got Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be ready for that. That time they weren't.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. And just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. And the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.
Waste of time. What are you doing?
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.